Mic check, mic check. Oh, we already did that. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello.
Welcome to the new episode of Why Niggas Don't Deserve Nice Things, featuring your gracious host.
Is that really what this is called?
No.
Hot takes.
Oh, I was about to say.
Hot takes abound.
How many podcasts you got?
Oh, hell no. It's still the Irregular show, you know what I'm saying? It's me, your boy Wuchi, aka the Chocolate Monster, aka the African Wizard, aka the Segway Samurai, aka I got a lot of those. And I'm here with some regular folks, man. Who's in here, man?
The return of the original 90s baby.
Yes,
In
sir.
the house.
I know y'all kind of fake miss me.
Vermilly's in here too. I think on this podcast, if we're to vote, most likely to have like a second or third family that nobody knew about, I give it to Vermilly. Because I saw him on another podcast that shall not be named on this platform.
At all.
And he be chatting it the fuck up. In here, he got a zipper on his lips. So
We don't be talking about anything he want to talk about. That's okay. You can say it. Okay, there we go.
You're making him blush.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
But it's
I don't
good to
know
be
if y'all
back,
guys
yo.
hair. He looks nice.
How long has it been?
Shit, bro.
I thought you only had
know.
one complimenting you per day, but you done given this nigga 5. So
Thank you.
today must be a good day.
Uh-oh.
Cute.
Choosing.
I cannot see
Chosen to be chosen.
my eyes.
There we go.
How long has it been?
Couple months, man.
Couple
No,
months.
it's been almost a year, maybe.
It's like we last
A year.
convened.
God damn.
It was last. It was
'cause
still warm
it was
outside.
Corona, and we like damn near had masks on still, like for real. Like
Wow.
It
people
was
were barely
Corona.
yeah, it was
It
like
was
real
Corona.
Corona. It was
Been a
like
minute, y'all.
it's been almost a year.
It was Corona. Yeah.
I think it's been almost a year.
Holy shit.
That's wild, man.
Time flies, don't it?
For
Like
real.
a motherfucker.
Sure do.
Wowzers.
It almost took the wind out of me.
Damn, I really gotta put in work. No more ice cream.
We back, man.
But we back, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do over here. How y'all feeling, man?
We
What's
good
going
over
on?
here, man. It's up.
I feel great. I have no complaints whatsoever.
I see the
2021
cocaine is
my
hitting
bitch.
different today.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'm making 2021 my bitch. I have no complaints in my life. I'm great. I'm
You
phenomenal.
brought out the strap for 2021?
Whoa.
You brought out the strap for
I'm
2021?
bringing out the
bang.
strap. I'm fucking all the bitches. No lube. Slippery wet already.
Whoa.
It's great.
Raw dogging.
It's great.
Raw diddly.
Ordering Ubers home. Can't stay here. You could just witness my greatness and leave. Get a taste of that greatness and leave.
Oh, it's
That's
that
all you
kind of
can do.
year. Okay.
No breakfast. There's your to go.
No breakfast.
Not even breakfast.
Nah, you can't get
Cold
shit.
blooded.
You can't get shit. I'll order your Uber home.
Damn.
If I have like
Cold-blooded.
free Uber rides.
Not even like a snack, like a
Nope.
Oreo or
Nope.
something.
Nope. Don't
An
touch it.
Oreo. A Snickers.
Nope. You don't grocery shop.
Give the nigga a crossword puzzle
Nope.
to play with
Yes.
him to ride home. You know, something.
Sudoku.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay.
She out here slaying.
Big dick energy all day.
Woo.
8 inches right on the table.
Mr. St. Patrick. Well, you did not just do that.
We did. We did. Smacking bitches in the face like, what's his name? Who we talking about?
Derek Jackson.
Who
Just,
we talking about?
hey, baby. Oh.
Gotta
You
go.
know it's overkill when even I'm embarrassed. What we talking about today, yo?
Man,
This poor man.
this crazy world.
And why people care that he cheated on his wife. We'll start there and see where we accidentally lead off into some other conversation.
Talking about Derek Dick Slinging Jackson in this motherfucker.
So is that really what? Let me.
So tell us more about this
Yeah, I probably should've
situation.
given
Like,
my
what is all of that?
Well, Derek, from what I've seen, is a dating coach / relationship guru that she know that speaks to black women mostly, and he has several books out. You know, talking about don't forget your crown, et cetera, et cetera. There's a couple of things.
Forget your crown.
4
Yeah,
years.
and he pretty much does that relationship type of stuff, trying to self-esteem, injecting. You know, black men can give black women that type of shit.
Okay, so as of today, why is he relevant?
Kind of from a simping perspective, in my opinion.
Okay.
why is he relevant? He's actually he did some big shit. Like, he has numbers on YouTube for real, and his books sell. And he do talk shows and podcasts like this one.
Oh, he has a podcast too.
I don't think he has one, but he's been on other people's.
Oh, okay, he's featured on other people's podcasts. Yeah. So like, why are people talking about him right now? Like, what's the big deal with Derek Jackson?
Well, he talked about monogamous relationships and black men don't cheat. But then he got caught recently cheating on his wife with this chick during a 4-year period. Like,
for 4 years.
4 years,
yep.
Bro.
4 years.
He was cheating on his wife for 4 years.
Tres,
Damn,
cuatro.
Even the Breakfast Club talk. Oh my goodness.
I'm glad I was paying some
big.
attention in Spanish class.
Yeah, he's kind of
4
big.
years.
4 years, man.
So I'm guessing old girl came out and like kind of put him on blast.
That's what it's looking like.
What was she saying?
She pretty much just told him what was going on with him and laid it on the table. I could be wrong, fact checking.
What are some things she said?
What I can remember is she or one of her friends was talking about how he would, how do I say this? Like, pay chicks to do certain things, and he'd just walk up in the crib and just hit them with the mushroom stamp, just mushroom stamp them, and it's like,
mushroom stomp.
nigga, that's you, bruh.
Never heard anyone use that before. I've never heard that before.
Say,
mushroom stamp.
right there. And he bought her a house, and
He bought a side chick a
whole
house.
he bought the side chick a house. She got her own place, mansion type status. You feel me?
I'm not living up to my maximum capabilities in this
What's
life.
really crazy is that you need to hear his apology.
Ooh,
type.
let's play it.
He did do an apology video. How long is that shit?
I heard it
Maybe
has
we can
memes already.
Yeah, it's got a lot of memes.
People were doing like skits on this shit, like
Yeah.
and shit.
He was saying pretty much, I was not in a sexual relationship, but it was sexual, but it wasn't. He was doing that type of game. So people are really clowning, especially the sisters.
Wait.
They really get
And
it.
he had his wife with him in the video too, right?
Well, his wife is in some of these videos because she's like standing by her man.
Cool.
You know, by all means, boo, you do you, sweetheart. You do who.
I mean, I get it, but this is my thing with that. You should be honest. If you have intentions of seeing multiple chicks, you should be honest with your woman and be like, yo, I want to do this polygyny shit. Instead of just cheating in
With
a
other
relationship.
women.
It
It's
sounds
not
like
even just
it
one.
sounds like you're saying be honest with your woman, but that only really works theoretically, I think. And of course, I'm not advocating for cheating or cheaters here, but I'm just saying, like, people be like, oh yeah, you should just tell your girl or your significant other that you want to fuck other people, but you still want them to stay in the picture. It's like, how often does that conversation go down? Firstly, and secondly, when it does, how well is it received? You know what I'm saying? Because if that person is not in that frame of mind, that's going to be that's not just something you just forget after the conversation, like after you bring it up. You know what I'm saying? That's probably going to be bugging your partner out. Like, damn, like this whole time, this nigga or this woman's been like looking at other people. Mm-hmm. And they'll probably leave anyway, which is like shit.
I feel you.
I just feel, I don't know, like, am I the only one that's just not surprised that he cheated?
I'm not surprised.
I'm
We
not
not surprised.
Like,
I'm
I don't
surprised
know
that people are this
like,
like,
why are
cares
people
this
just
much.
shook?
Yeah. The
Have you
surprise is
seen
people
him?
are surprised.
For people to be talking about this guy for like 3
days.
straight
Something like
days,
that, yeah.
like you said, it looks like women on social media are like really upset.
Oh yeah, they getting at him.
But I don't understand. Like, why are you upset?
Well, I think because it's like a snake oil salesman. You feel me? Like he's selling them some bullshit, and they found out it was some bullshit.
But I don't think. But that's the thing.
Is what he's selling bullshit?
He's not selling bullshit. Just because you are not in alignment with what you're talking about doesn't mean that what you're talking about is bullshit. It doesn't maintain the validity of it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of like, how you gonna tell me not to smoke and you're a smoker kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it makes the weight of what he says any less relevant. It just, kind of makes me think that his wife has been the poster child for all of his conversations. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, in my perspective, I'm like, it is.
Because he really used to go in on females and you cheating on your wife. with multiple
really?
women.
Because what I heard about him, of course, I wouldn't know that much. So you watched the videos, but from
I've
what I
only
was reading,
seen it like through like Pinterest and like
Looked
little
like he was
clips
a
on
simp to me.
YouTube.
it seemed like he was catering,
Yeah,
like
he was caping, yeah.
it sounded like he wasn't. He's not really like shitting on women.
He's
or
not
asking
shitting on women, but his like approach is, it like he'll watch a video and then he'll be like, okay, women. Like, woo, 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 you shouldn't mess with a man if this is how you have to woo, woo, woo.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely sounds like he catering to them like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna tell me who I can and cannot mess with, and you fucking with 5 bitches on the side and buying houses.
That's the whole point of being a relationship.
That's
dude.
the whole point of being a dude.
That's all they do, right? They tell you, oh, ladies, you shouldn't settle for this kind of stuff.
it's cap.
Or like if you have a Kevin Samuels on the other side, who's like,
Who's
yo,
that?
you don't.
Kevin
Samuels is
Lord
this
Fanny Pack.
relationship
Lord
guy,
Fanny Pack.
who his whole thing is. He definitely, I mean, he dumps on men and women, but he's popular for dumping on women because his whole, the theme of his message is the high value man, right? And that's somebody who's like within a certain tax bracket, has like certain connections and, you know, makes a certain amount of money per month. Yeah, dresses a certain kind of way. So he talks to women, mostly black women, who, well, younger and older, but most of them are like single mothers, right? And he talks to them.
I'm waiting.
He talks to them and he says, "Hey, you're like, well, here I'm looking for this kind of guy, this kind of the kind of man that you describe, this high value man. That's who I want." So he's the one that comes in and says, "Well, look at yourself. Like, do you really deserve that?"
Yeah, he called
That's
the twin
true.
chick average at best. That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
he'd be rating women. They'll call in and they'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
rate me on." Some of them will ask him like, "Rate me on a scale of 1 to 10."
Yeah.
Like on looks or just like
On
life?
looks, on looks. And
Everything.
sometimes he'll ask them to rate themselves, and he says you can't do a 7 because 7 really, when I thought about it, that is kind of like
It
the
do
middle,
make sense,
It's
yeah.
the middle number. It's like
Okay.
that's the go-to. So you can't use a 7, and you have you rate yourself, and then he give his own honest rating, and then he'll tell you like, hey, these expectations that you have, you know, you had a baby with a man who didn't meet any of these expectations. Now you're 30-something years old, and you want a man who doesn't have any kids.
I want a man with all the kids.
To, you know, settle down with you and give you XYZ. He's that guy.
Why am I not rich? Like
He didn't start out that way. I actually been on a few panels with Kevin before he blew up because I know some of the people that helped him get to where he's at on the YouTube side of the game. So he started out critiquing black men.
Right.
But he didn't get a lot of
But it was
traction.
the women shit that really
That's
got
because
people
we are
like,
the goofiest ass motherfuckers out here as women. But like we're just goofy. Like that's goofy.
Oop.
But I mean at the same time it's kinda like, okay, I'm gonna backtrack. You calling people in to rate you. I think that there's one thing that we just don't want to be honest about is that you may be ugly. There, I said it.
I mean, ugly people exist.
Ugly people exist. Like
I don't think anybody wants to be told you're ugly, though.
no, but I mean, like, yeah, you can. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder to me all day long, but there's like scientific proof
Objective,
that there is, like, there are certain aspects of a person's facial structure that makes them more attractive than other people. So, I mean, not to say that you can't be ugly and pull a dude with all of these things, but I think it's just you need to be honest with yourself and be very understanding that if you are ugly, you may just have to do a little bit more work than the girl that's not ugly.
But I also think he gives the same message to women who are
Attractive.
attractive.
Yeah, because just because you're attractive doesn't mean that you have value. You're just
Right.
fucking pretty. That's it.
Right.
It ain't shit. I mean, it pays a lot nowadays, but
He said,
In an ideal world, it shouldn't be shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
but
you know,
in America.
But,
I mean,
But in America,
but
where
in reality,
Kylie Kardashian,
Yeah,
and,
reality
or
holds a
Kylie
lot
Kardashian,
of-
Kylie Jenner and Kim Kardashian, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj have basically cloned
each other. Yeah.
all of that, a vast majority of fucking Instagram and YouTube. Let's be honest. Like, it literally looks like they just keep shitting themselves out.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. They keep having themselves as
But
kids.
dig this though, if you were a rich dude, would you want a chick that looked like the Grinch? As Harry too?
I mean,
Would you want that?
you know, every
He said,
time I
huh?
look at
the answer is so obvious. I'm wondering if it's a trick question.
But every time I look at like some
This
really
is.
like Denzel Washington wife. Like she looks very like she's not ugly. She just looks like a normal person. Like if I saw her in the grocery store, I would not know that's Denzel Washington's wife, right? Mm-hmm. Even Gabrielle Union to me, like she's attractive, but she's just looks like a normal girl. Like I could see her running down the street and be like, "Oh, damn, what up, Gabby?" Like, she doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey are like my like. Jesus Christ, people are too fucking gorgeous to be together kind of thing. But I feel like a lot of rich people have very basic looking, not so very attractive.
But this is the thing with that. I get it from a man.
Interesting.
I get it from a dude, and like, because I can speak on a dude, but I get it from a dude's standpoint. When you get a dime piece, bro, that's a lot of work.
You better have a lot of confidence to deal with a dime.
Yeah, like you got to be
a lot of work in what terms?
A lot of work in the sense of she just said,
extra miles
yeah, you got to like. Number one, she gonna have miles on it unless she come from like a medieval.
Somebody asked me
country.
that the other day.
How many miles you got? You dead ass?
We got done having sex. They turned over. They was like, "You got miles on this pussy, don't you?"
Wow.
What does that mean? Like if the sex was bad or something?
I was just like, I looked up and I was
people
like,
that you know.
No, but as in, like, is he saying the sex was that, like, because she's so experienced, like, he can tell she's...
I don't know. That's her.
That's what
now, what is it? It's called the pedometer, right? In the car?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I just told him I pulled my pedometer back a little bit.
Hot.
I don't give a fuck.
Fire.
Say you got miles on it. Hell yeah. I'm grown. Fuck.
That's a whole nother ball game, because I agree with that. I like an experienced chick.
Yeah,
but not
like
like
a seasoned veteran.
Like a seasoned veteran. I want you to know what
fries,
you're doing.
You feel me? Seasoned chicken. Just throw that salt.
I ain't want your training wheels
there.
just coming off. You still wobbling on the bike and shit. Teeth scratching dick and shit. Come on now. Come on now. How you think we got great? Gotta get practice.
From reading graphic novels. That's how
she's a reading.
That's how they begin.
What's the other one?
It's a fucking box with like a manual in it.
Well, shit, her box better have a manual for it.
Okay, I'm done. I'm listening. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
We back, family.
We've fallen short of the glory of God. All right, so back to this conversation.
Yeah, so for the dude that's high value, quote unquote, and really, in my opinion, high value is more based on character than finances and suits. Nah, but I ain't gonna.
Fuck suits.
Fuck a suit. Sweatsuit. Fuck a suit though. But, you know, in my opinion, that's kind of.
I definitely agree with you that it's more about character.
Yeah, that's catering to like the white standard of appearance for a man and all that shit. Like, it's the equivalent of blue contacts. But
yeah, nigga, it's hot outside too. I don't want to wear a 5-piece suit.
People out here wearing contacts.
Jesus. Laser surgery, bro. Like what? Tiny's wife has, sir. That's a whole nother story. What happened with them?
Oh,
let's not talk
what
about
happened with them?
Let's not talk about
that at all. Get to the chopper.
Gonna get heavy.
Get up out of there. But nah, man. Like, if you a high value dude, quote unquote, you want something that's attractive, and you should have the ability to keep and hold on to that. It will be expensive usually if you're dealing with like a Western type chick, and even just in general, that's biology. You like something that's pretty. Women trade on their looks and their fertility. Men trade on their finances and, character and all that other shit. You feel me? The hierarchy between men. So we attract each other based on that. So I get it. But you can't just be looking at a chick because she bad. Because she could be treating you like Sweetie did Quavo, nigga. She'd be doing you like that.
What did she do to Quavo?
What happened with Quavo? All I know is she, blasted him out for apparently cheating, and he won't take the bands back. That's all I know. I live under a rock. I need to get on something.
I only heard about this from YouTube. I'm not an expert, but I do know a little bit. From what I did hear, Quavo was allegedly cheating. We don't know, but regardless, him and the Sweetie chick broke up, and it was like a long, protracted thing. Apparently, it came out of nowhere, and I'm trying to remember the rest of the facts. He gave her like $3 million worth of goods and merchandise.
She keeping that.
and she keeping it, and she clowning him on social media.
That's unacceptable.
She's clowning him?
She clowning him.
Really?
Why are you clowning anybody? We're adults. Take your $3 million worth of shit, shut the fuck up, and go sit down somewhere, and you a bad bitch. Go fuck somebody else. You telling me Quavo was the only person who you wanted to sleep with this entire time?
It's cap.
I'll be fucking in his back of his Benz.
Ha! She probably is.
Yeah, she should be, quietly. Like, I don't understand the whole point of like outing people on social media. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the point in that?
I think it's clout chase.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
A lot of people are shallow.
So she went on Twitter 4 days ago and said, for some context, I think what happened was she was on somebody's podcast, and dude was like, being
her ex
host,
podcast. Yeah.
Right? The host was being pretty flirtatious, and people were like, "Yo, like Quavo gonna pull up and whoop dude or whatever." So she tweeted, "I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women." She continues, "I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom, excited for this new chapter of elevation." Quavo replies, "I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best." And she replied, "Take care."
So, okay. Again, me and all of my unorthodox thoughts. Am I just an outlier to assume? I literally assume that men are going to cheat. I believe that monogamy is work, but I don't think it is natural for human beings. Just don't. I think it's possible. I really think it's possible, but it requires a lot of strength, a lot of self-awareness, and a lot of you as individual people not putting yourselves in potential predicaments that will end up in cheating, right? But human attraction, a lot of that is, I feel like, out of our control. There's almost nothing we can do about that. But especially if you got money, I definitely expect you to cheat more than it. Like, I'm not even gonna be mad. Like, I don't, like, in my mind, and honestly for me, that's why men who are like my homies who rap, or people who do people who are in the public sector who are trying to make themselves big, I am not really attracted to those people because I just don't want that lifestyle. If it's different to be cheated on and you're a nobody and you broke. And it's different when you're getting cheated on and everybody knows you're now being cheated on. So now everyone has something to say about it, right? And telling you, oh, what you should and should not do. Broke people should keep their mouth shut, because if you getting cheated on, your ass ain't got shit no way. You should walk away. But if you're in a situation like Daxon's wife, that motherfucker's worth millions. Even, I ain't gonna say Kobe, because Kobe is dead, so that would be inappropriate. Magic Johnson. Cheating is rich people shit. Those are rich people problems. Magic Johnson went and you know he contracted HIV and everything. His wife didn't leave, right? I wonder if Steph Curry cheated. Would she leave? But those are things where I'm just like, a part of me is like, why did you not anticipate the cheating? Like, what would make you think that your man wouldn't cheat on you? I would hope that you won't cheat. I would hope that you have enough respect to come, and especially if we're in a committed relationship. If we've had the discussion that we are together, we're exclusive, this is just me and you, we're building something, yada, 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 we're going to get married, woo, out the bam. Even Cardi B and Offset. You know, like, if we had that conversation and we've made the decision that we're fucking Beyonce got cheated on, bro. Like, you can't say shit. Like, Beyonce got cheated. Like, come on. Seriously. So, but that is when it's like, what is then the value of that relationship, right? Because if I'm Beyonce, hell no, I ain't leaving Jay-Z. Fuck I look like. I'm wondering if Kim Kardashian really gonna fucking divorce Kanye. Like, that is more than just love and intimacy. That is financial value. And like you were saying, like, that man still brings you some sort of stability, some sort of additional assets, some sort of connections. Like, I ain't shit. If I'm going into a relationship and I'm rich, I'm going into that with, yes, a part of this is about love, but a part of this is also about business. Like, I want to know what can I get out of this for myself. So just in case you do decide you want to go do some fuck nigga shit, because ain't nobody above fuck nigga shit. Women, what are you then doing to protect yourself while your nigga out doing fuck nigga shit? Why are you at home not also scheming on your dude who you know cheated? Go cheat back. What the fuck you doing? And then everybody will be happy. Everybody will be happy. Or if you don't want to open up your relationship and you know your man cheating, why you mad? When he go out with his side piece, you go out with your side piece. When he go out and buy his bitch a house, you go to your summer home that your boo bought you. I don't understand why bitches got all their hearts up in this and you that sad. Why you mad?
What if
you ain't playing the game right?
What if the woman in question is not interested in cheating?
Then leave and shut the fuck up. Why you mad? Because he went and did what he wanted to do? Then if you want to leave, go leave. I love him. I'm this. I'm that. Okay, then stay and work that out and figure it out. But I don't like that whole... I've endured too much pain, suffering, and da-da-da-da.
I think I hear what you saying.
That's a choice. That
one
is a
foot
choice.
in, 1 foot out type shit.
Yeah,
you know, like,
I mean, if you want to do 1 foot in, I'm just saying, if you do 1 foot in, niggas be like, I don't trust you because I know you fucking with other niggas. And I'd be like, yes.
Damn.
Okay, for context though, that's not in a relationship.
It's not in a relationship.
Right.
When I'm in a relationship, I'm extremely faithful. Now, if someone steps out on me, we're gonna come back down to the table and we're gonna renegotiate terms. Do I want to stay? Does Cecilia feel like being cheated on? Because sometimes you're okay with being cheated on, because whatever you're gaining from that outweighs the cheating. But if it's not outweighing the cheating, and if it's causing you too much grief and you mad, then dip. Like, there's no shortage of anything out here. I'm just confused. I just be confused. I just be confused. Because it's always interesting to people who stay and you don't hear all this fuss about everything. Opposed to the people who leave and they feel like they need to out somebody. You
know something that's funny to me? On the internet, people talk about cheating
like they ass ain't at home getting cheated on. That's how you got all this time to write on the internet, because your nigga ain't there.
Not just that. Not just that. They talk about cheating like that shit isn't already normal. They be like, oh yeah, y'all normal. Let's not normalize shit. What are you? Like, go outside, motherfucker. Go touch the grass. Cheating is so normal. Like, I be at work and like coworkers who have already, like, they make it clear public, like they have girls. Some of them even have girls that work there. But we be together. They'll be like, oh yo, look at shorty over there. I'm trying to fuck with her. Like, I'm trying to hit that
girlfriend hole in the break room.
Forget the fact that in the last sentence you just said you had a girl. Like, it's so normal. It's so casual. Like, ain't no, oh my God. Nope. Like, there's like literally, it's so, it's
when married
it's
men
normal
hit
already.
on me, I'm just like, I'm not even shocked. I'm just like, I'll ask, like, so what was the point of you getting married? If you still want to, yeah, what was the point of you getting married if you still want to be out here gallivanting and doing whatever you want to do? What was your point? Because you want your cake and you want to eat it too. That's all you want.
And them dudes be super hurt when they find out their girl slept with somebody else.
Okay, so I hope this. Okay, so once upon a time. Okay,
nobody that you fuck with listens to this podcast.
So I knew somebody who messed with a married guy, and in a conversation that this person had, the conversation was, okay, you laying up here, you chilling with your boo, you chilling, whatever. Conversation is, how would you feel if your wife was doing the same thing? Oh, I would leave her. Excuse me. The audacity. You would leave your wife for doing the exact same thing that you are doing, but you see nothing wrong with what was going on at the time. Saw nothing wrong, but like would drop his wife in a hot second if he found that he would cheat. Fuck the patriarchy. If he found that she was cheating on him, because y'all egos can't take it. Your egos can't take it. Even me, as a person who's dating, a person who no one has sat me down at the table and had a serious conversation about us being exclusive and what that looks like. When motherfuckers are like, you must be fucking with other people. Yes, I'm fucking with other people. Oh man, that's why I don't fuck with bitches. Woo. Did I miss a page in the book? Did I miss something? Or why are you hurt? Did you like me? Do you call me? Do you check on me? Do you bring me something when I'm sick? If I need something, can you pull up on me? Nah. Am I missing something? Weren't we just fucking? It's only fucking, right? So why you fucking mad? What? Y'all some pussy ass, bitch ass. Fucking foolishness. I wonder if his wife was cheating on him. What this? It looks like Will Smith memes. That's what.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like, I'm not gonna indict motherfuckers, but I'm gonna say like, oh shit, weak motherfuckers be playing little games like that. Like you play goofy games, you get goofy prizes. So
that's not keeping it player.
It's not. It's not, and that's that's why I say patriarchy forever. Nah, but
fuck the patriarchy.
You got difference of opinion. Agree, disagree. No. Point of contention. Point of personal privilege. No, but shit, that shit was crazy. I seen that video. It was funny. But no, I think it's more like a week. I don't know what I want to do. I'm lukewarm. I kind of want to do this, kind of want to do that. And like she said, nobody got time to play like that. That's play shit.
And you want to keep somebody like right there for your convenience while you don't even know.
There you go. You just want to keep somebody there for your convenience.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I dub myself as a fetish girl. Like, I don't feel like men actually see me as somebody to marry, but they see I'm always like somebody who will be the girl who your man is probably cheating on you with. Always. Because you marry a very, a very wholesome, a very quiet, a very docile. I always think like a very domesticated, nice young lady. Like
I like a freak. Goddammit.
You don't marry the freak. You don't marry because you can't turn hoes into housewives.
Yeah,
but you will go and marry your very nice young lady. Not saying that I'm not a nice young lady. I'm everything. But you will marry your very, very nice young lady and then ruin her by cheating on her with the freaks that you talk shit about and that you won't marry or won't date.
Good point.
But those are the people who you will continuously not only like really hurt the person who you think you love and claim you love.
Mm-hmm.
But can we also just think about how much money that motherfucker about to lose because his entire platform is built on talking about relationships.
Yeah, so monogamy and all that.
Who
and
said
butter.
It? Was it Jay-Z who said? Was it Jay-Z who said don't let these bitches fuck up your money? Who said it? Some rapper said it.
There's a bunch of them. Shit.
Everybody, you don't let bitches fuck up your money.
You don't.
You didn't keep your side hoe happy, and now she just you about to be worth nothing with an angry ass wife.
4 years.
4 years with an angry ass wife.
Incognito relationship.
And then he did the apology video and then had his wife sitting up there, man. That was fucked up too.
And she didn't even have her makeup done. That bitch is in a bonnet.
No bra on.
No bra, nothing. Looked like he pulled her out of bed like, come on, bitch. Come
she was taking a shit. He just said, babe, come down here real quick.
She ain't even get a face beat to look better than the side chick. I want to see the side chick. She better be bad.
No, the side chick decent. She better than the wife, in my opinion. Yeah. My humble opinion.
Ooh,
she got the mammaries hanging.
I want to see.
You got to see it for yourself.
Because this is the guy who was talking about we don't want your grandmother and grandfather's relationship if it was filled with like cheating and hurt and stuff like that. Because there was a comment that people used to say where they're like they want what their grandparents used to have, but no one ever knew the truth. And it's stuff like this. That's why you don't talk about your relationships. Keep your relationships private. Because they don't talk about the actual struggles and it just life that happens when you're in a marriage and when you're together and the hardships that you go through. And I think he was the one who was saying like, oh, we don't want it if it was toxic. We don't want it if it was, cheating and this, that, and the other.
It's hypocrite shit.
And that's all it is. It's just hypocritical. Like, I'd rather you just say he was, I want to see his side chick, y'all. I'm sorry.
So I know this is like a current, recurring question on this podcast. This whole idea of the message and the messenger, right? Is that something that would apply here, where it's like we were saying earlier, like sure you might not be living up to what you're preaching, but is what he's preaching is what the things that he's preaching basically, are they valid?
In my opinion, no.
No. Are they invalid because he's not living up to them, or
before
just in
that,
general?
Yeah, just in general, like off the. From what I heard the dude talk about, it's a lot of simping.
Like what? What is some simp shit that you heard?
The type of shit like only real men date single mothers. I'm not attacking single mothers because
He said that.
Yeah, he wrote a book on it. If I'm not mistaken,
only real men date single mothers.
Yes. It's kind of like pandering to women, and I'm all for the women. I'm all for, trying to make healthy relationships, but that ain't how you do it. It's based off of some gynocratic type shit. That's not a healthy relationship. If the woman can do no wrong type shit and you on that, you tripping. That don't help nobody, because a woman, I can't even talk. A woman looks to a man for leadership. If you're not leading her, what are we doing?
I mean, these niggas are leading the women just, in the path of destruction, or they get fucking hit by a trailer. Because
I think the pussy's leading these niggas.
And I'm talking about more like the guys who are doing this preaching, like those guys. And I say this, I tell women this, especially black women, like any nigga that's pandering like that, that's putting, especially the type that put men down, to uplift women, that's a big fucking red flag. Yep. And you ain't gotta listen to me. Just wait it out. With time, they expose themselves.
They always
because
do.
It's like, what is it about you? What are you overcompensating for? Why do you feel the need? Like, why can't you pass your message across without shitting on niggas?
Huh?
Oh no,
they bogus.
Come on, dog.
They bogus.
That nigga's still recovering.
I saw something from
the memes, man.
Chick Day.
The memes are crazy.
But I forgot what the fuck the point was that I was making.
That side chick shit,
but
man. Side swipe.
Listen,
shit, whoop. They go to panties.
I'm just saying, like panderers, like nothing more disgusting than that. Honestly,
Facts.
I'd just be like, "You dead ass dog." Like it's so clear, it's so obvious. But I also think it's because niggas, like you said, pussy is running them, and men are afraid to be men these days. Men are afraid to say the truth. And my stance on this is like, at the end of the day, to black women, if I can't correct you, I can't protect you.
Facts.
Wait, say it again.
If I can't correct you, I can't protect you. Because these niggas will sit here and lie in your face and tell you what they want, because they want you on their side. Because what it looks like is on social media, if you get on the bad side of black women, it's like instantly, let's get them out of here. Like, people are afraid, like, your brand is canceled. Like, people are not
culture.
People are not going to put money in your business anymore.
Black women ain't playing.
But I'm just like, why are you so afraid of just being straight up? Like, how are we going to have any positive change if you're just circulating some bullshit?
That's facts.
Just so you can get black women to be on your side. I hate that shit, man. Especially when straight guys do it. It's one thing when gay guys do it. Y'all don't even sleep with women anyway, so
you ain't got to deal with them
like we do. Give them all the terrible advice you want. Exactly. Because who you gonna deal with? Niggas.
There you go.
But when straight men be like, "Oh yes," when they use that cis men, cisgender men.
Don't even bring that. Don't bring that stuff in
who's
here,
your
man.
Cis? Who's your cis? Are you mine?
Exactly. What's your cis?
Who's your cis?
Hey, that's because gender is
shit
not
like that.
The same.
I don't be like, "Oh yeah, I wish." There was one guy. He was a queer guy. He was like, "Oh," he tweeted some shit. "I wish all black men would die," or some shit like that. And then this year, motherfucker came on Twitter with a fucking GoFundMe talking about he was about to be homeless or some shit like that. Well, niggas did not waste no time. They clowned this shit out of him.
Good. He deserved it.
They clowned the shit out of him.
Bro, I noticed that. I'm not, I'm not going to say this. I'm more on a conservative bent. I'm not a Trumper type dude, but I'm more on a conservative. It's like all the super, I'm not trying to get political too, like the super Hollywood type mainstream people, they always got this anti-black male rhetoric. It's just boom, 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 driving it home. But then you want to say Black Lives Matter. Like, what are you talking about? It's mostly brothers getting shot up in the head.
Speaking, I know we could also add and talk about How do you guys feel about the support around?
I know where you're going with this.
Around
here we go.
The Asian violence, and how they're also trying to get on. I'm not even gonna just say Black people platform. Everybody's platform for support in ending said violence. Because I know and I'm so sorry in advance if I get your shit canceled or anything. As a Black female,
I'm in line behind you.
As a Black female, I empathize with you, but I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck about them shooting up your fucking nail shop. I don't give a flying fuck.
Hot takes.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You hear me? I don't give a fuck.
Nani?
Because
Muy fuego.
y'all are the most the slapping motherfuckers in the face. And I felt some kind of way because I was like, is this a natural feeling? Because I was at work and our CEO had released a statement about it, and I'm just sitting there, and not to say that they didn't release a statement.
Your
also
CEO
during Black Lives
released
Matter,
a statement about violence
because
against Asians?
they want to show their support in ending this type of violence. So I'm a humanist or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that humans should harm other humans. Period. Mm-hmm. But as a Black person, where, as we know, we will continue to be slaughtered and gunned down like we're not humans. Also talking about them fucking white Trump supporters, them thugs that raided, and ain't none of them motherfuckers get shot. Ain't none of them motherfuckers get tear gassed. Ain't none of them, half them motherfuckers ain't even in jail.
One of them got shot.
One of them.
Uno.
Compared to all the dead brothers.
We wouldn't even have made it on the fucking line.
They said, boom, boom.
All this boo-hoo about the Asian community, I don't give a fuck. Sorry, not sorry. I am sad because you got shot because you are a human. However, that is as far as the support you gonna get from me as a Black female, considering the fact that y'all last still follow my ass in the fucking beauty supply. Y'all that still act like I can't afford the little $10 to get my shit dry cleaned. And y'all still don't fuck with Black people. You don't fuck with Black people, but you want me to fuck with you and help people not kill you? You don't help us when people killing us. Why should I give a fuck about you? And that's my rant. That's my rant. I really been needing to get that out in a safe space where I would.
So you would not be joining any pro-Asian Asian community protest or anything like that? Okay.
No, and I fuck around and get fired if my job ever gets a hold of this, but suck my dick.
St. Patrick, what's your take on this?
I wholeheartedly fucking agree, goddammit. Cancel me.
Cancel me.
Cancel him. No, but
we've gotten canceled by the LGBTQIA plus community because of you. And now
you did?
For real? Yeah, because y'all two just said fuck sis, whatever, and they gonna come. They gonna come.
Oh no, I stand on that. That whole sis thing is just
nasty.
It's
Nonsense, bro.
Fucking nasty.
It's
Get
nonsense.
that shit the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that shit is just crazy. But no, to speak on the Asian shit, it's very hypocritical because they marched hundreds and thousands of them to protest the rightful incarceration of Peter Liang when he murdered Akai Gurley. That's one example. Latasha Harlins, that's another one. George Floyd got the accomplice to the murder, let's say that. Next to Derek Chauvin was an Asian dude. Like, I could go on and on. There's a history of violence between Blacks and Asians. You go to Africa. Damn near all the nations, they got different stories of where Asian people, specifically Chinese, were just getting at them on some bullshit. It's in Jamaica too. Like, where, there's an enmity between our peoples, and it's coming from them to us. Whether you're whatever ethnic group you are, Black American, Black African, Black Nigeria, whatever, I'm not seeing the need for me to jump on your bandwagon after you've been silent when we get, accosted, sometimes by y'all. Then, like she said, some of the Trumpers that stormed the Capitol were Asian. Are we going to talk about that? Yeah, there was some Black folks too, but let's call a spade a spade. So I will not be joining their protest.
I ain't joining shit. I feel bad for you because no one should be murdered
exactly.
in that way. What the fuck happened in Colorado with people got shot up in the store or something? I don't know. I feel bad because you're a person and someone got hurt.
So
and
wait,
tragic.
There was something that happened yesterday. Was that against Asians too, or is that just like
I'm not sure?
I don't know. I just think everybody's crazy. They've been in the house all year.
Well, my thing is this too.
But
there's
you're
a
not
narrative.
going to get my support outside of just I'm sad that you're a human
there you
being
go.
and
Exactly.
you died and children died.
Out of sympathy.
Out of sympathy, as I am a human and I bleed red, I sympathize with that. I empathize with that as a mother, as someone who does not really believe in violence for the sake of violence. Like, that is unacceptable. As a black person being asked to support y'all in this endeavor, nah, bruh.
Yeah, that goes with anybody too.
White people,
Latino
people,
African.
So anybody who uses our culture and wants to profit from it, anybody who wants to use any part of our culture and make it their own
and not pay homage
without paying homage
and royalties
in anything. Anybody who continues to hate the black male, black body in general, but you want to sit here and front, you can suck my long 8-inch dick.
Very specific.
You get nothing from me.
So do you guys agree with the sentiment that in order for black people to move forward in American society, they would need the support of other races?
Yes.
No.
I do. We got a disagreement.
Yep.
I love disagreements. So, the reason why I do is because I believe in just, you have to be honest with ourselves about it. And the only way that will not take place is if black people just get it to fuck. We gotta get together. If we bring our finances together and we can control our dollar the way that we're supposed to, because I think we're still like the highest spending in consumerism. Our dollar actually holds the most weight. We as black people actually control what is being purchased and what's popular, because of hip hop culture, things like that. If we could bring that all inwards and as a collective think in one accord, I think that we would be straight. If we don't ever do that, unfortunately, this is still white man's land. It's still white man's land. Even though they're kind of the minority, they are the minority for race, but they still hold the dollar. It's not, I don't believe it's a race game. I believe it's a money game. And black people don't play the money game well.
We sure don't.
Therefore, all of these things that we could do, all of these things that we should do, we can't because we don't have the credit, we don't have the capital, and we don't put our money in it the way that white people put their money in it, which means that we would need white allies to back us in order to fuel that power. And I would say white over anybody, unless we learn how to turn that around. Even me and my mom were even talking about history, right? Like, I was really irritated, like really pissed off, that they canceled certain Dr. Seuss books. Cancel culture came after Disney. All of these things for racist caricatures. Racist caricatures, racist just themes, and they're asking for these brands to no longer showcase these, and that's a problem.
Which is bullshit, by
that's
the way.
bullshit.
Yeah,
that's a
dumb.
fucking problem.
It's dumb.
You need your history there so you can teach your future generations, hey, this is what we did, and this is what we've learned not to do.
And so motherfuckers don't have deniability.
There you go.
Exactly. So motherfuckers can't say that. Oh, we never called you guys monkeys. What's blackface? That never existed.
What Dr. Seuss book are you speaking of?
All I know is
what
cat
statue?
dad. What are you talking about? Right. What statue? No. Leave it all up. Leave everything up. Leave every book written. The banned book list went back in the day when they were trying to remove Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, The Bluest Eyes. Those things are important for future generations and for current generations to learn about, so that they can be exposed and so that other races can also see, hey, this is what you did. Let's learn from it. Let's move from it. You don't see the fucking Jewish community trying to erase shit about the fucking Holocaust because they want that shit up. So y'all don't ever forget
what happened.
What the fuck happened? We the only motherfuckers running around here trying to cancel people for calling you a monkey, for calling you a coon, for calling you a nigger with the ER, and for colonizers being fucking celebrated and shit on fucking horses. Keep that shit up. Take your children there. Tell them what those people did.
Put them in the museum.
Take them to the museums.
That's
Take
smart.
your white friends there. Do you know what that young man right there did? Have you read this book? Because if you keep erasing it, like he said, motherfuckers gonna be able to pull up one day, and there's not gonna be written history to say that they ever fucking did it. You fucking morons.
Damn.
We still have a long way to go.
For real.
We still have a long way to go.
Bite me.
So you agree that we're gonna need some kind of support from a different race. You don't agree. Why not?
If we don't get it together, we will. I just don't have no faith in us. I'm sorry, I said it.
No, I'm kind of a similar opinion. I think only a handful of black people can actually get the wherewithal together and get their resources and actually work together, regardless of what tribe, what ethnicity. You know, even inter-ethnically, you see the cracks happening and shit. So, like, between the same ethnic group. So I think that it's going to take only a handful of people, and those handful will be the ones that actually do something and that progress.
So the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop type analogy.
But that's the thing, like the cream of the crop, and we really saw it during the Jordan. I have the biggest love-hate relationship for black people. Okay. I love us so much, like.
But
I know
the ignorant shit that we do,
I love us so fucking much. But the ignorant shit we
sad.
fucking do, it brings me on my knees to tears. Because during the entire cancel culture of any company that did not show black support, like we were talking about earlier, I'm just going to do what you asking me to do, so you shut the fuck up.
Right.
Pretty much.
But all the money for, I'm not going to say for once in our lives, but I'm 29, so in my lifetime, right, because even though, like, Black Wall Street was not in my lifetime. Like, I was not alive during Black Wall Street. But this is the first time where I see black people really, really fucking winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a large pool of resources, a large pool of money. People are able to speak up. People are highly educated. We are in fields. Like, there should not be a reason why we need to ally with white people. But I found it very odd that we were attacking a lot of white branded companies who we are not their target market by default. We are their target market because we are consumers and our dollars matter. But I guarantee when they sit down, they're not thinking about, we saw that with the Gucci incidents. We saw that with accidental racist shit that's happening at H&M. We saw all that shit. So we're not really their target market. However, those were the companies that y'all were trying to target for support instead of going to major black people who have the money to potentially, okay, how can we build our own? How can we... Tyler Perry went and built a whole fucking place so that, the black people who couldn't have work in Hollywood can have a place to come where, it was black through and through. That is possible now more than ever, yet we didn't call on for action for that. We canceled the white people who wouldn't support us. It wasn't opposite. It wasn't like, hey, rich black people, let's build a grocery store. Hey, rich black people, let's buy some plots of land. Hey, rich black people, how can we finance education? How can we help, with financial literacy? What can we do? Hey, rich black people, how can we start keeping this dollar, trickling in our community and educating and uplifting our own? It was, hey, white people, support us or we canceling you. But where the fuck you gonna get all your shit, you stupid bitches? We ain't got shit. You watched, what's his name? The rapper dude? It's a Netflix documentary. Killer Mike. That motherfucker was trying to be black through. Couldn't do it. So even if I wanted to support black through and through, we almost can't do it. There's a book about this couple who wanted to just black dollar through and through for 365 days. These motherfuckers couldn't even find healthy food. Couldn't find good food to eat. And how far back do you want that to go? Killer Mike was really trying to go as far back as he could. That motherfucker couldn't even smoke weed because we don't own land that's grown weed products. So miss me with it. Miss me with it. So either I'm gonna be logical and say we ain't gonna get there for whatever reason. It's beyond me. We not gonna get there. Therefore, yes, we need the support of white allies like Target and their little black section. I love it. It's so cute. You know, and at least though a company like that is recognizing us, so that would be like an ally, right? To helping us push our agenda, this, that, and the other. Just like we needed them in slavery days. We needed them to hold us up in houses because we couldn't own houses. We needed them to hide us like the motherfuckers bringing Mexicans across the border because we didn't have means of transportation. So in some regards, you need an ally. I don't feel like we should in this day and age, but again, we was also the motherfuckers out there vandalizing Gucci like Gucci gave a fuck about black people to begin with. That makes no sense to me.
I have returned.
Okay, so
miss me.
So based on what you're saying about us needing support, even if it's not from the white community.
Colonizers.
The white.
Colonizers.
There's some people that would argue that this, what's going on with, this Asian violence and stuff like that it will present itself as a good opportunity for us to bridge that gap or whatever, mend that relationship, and maybe see what we can get out of that.
Mend it with white people?
No, with Asians.
With Asians, blacks and Asians.
With Asians on the business side, on the side of commerce and things like that, and see what we can get accomplished with that base. What would you guys say to that?
Nah,
we don't have
I'm not going for that. It's not even just the money; it's the principle of it. Like, why would you do business with somebody that has shown? I'm talking about like an intimate. Okay, let me say it like this. Let me clarify. You can do business with anybody you want, and you should do business with even your enemies. Because it's money. But from what I'm getting, what you're saying is they more want us to be kind of like on some buddy, let's love each other, we are the world type shit.
Maybe not necessarily. Maybe not some kumbaya shit. Maybe just some awesome.
Let's not hate each other.
You guys finally kind of see what it is that we experience. Maybe we can come together and, I don't know, get some laws put in place or, figure out what we can, the best that we can get out of the situation that will serve both our communities.
I agree.
That kind of thing.
I mean, I agree.
I'm very skeptical.
The only reason I would agree with that is because, okay, the white man is the common enemy here, okay? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The white man, the colonizer. White people have fucked up this entire world. It's white people's fault. It's not really Asians' fault. It's not really black people's fault. It's white people's fault. It's all white people's fault. Everything points back to the white man. White genitalia. It all goes back to the white man. So, yes, you see the violence that we have now, even Latinos, no one's really been talking about all the stuff that they have going on with the little kids being separated from their parents at the borders, and all of that stuff. So now all of us are experiencing this disproportionate just violence and suffering that we all know as a collective, white people don't experience, right? So if all of us did come together in an allyship to take down the colonizer, that would benefit us all. But white people will continue to keep all of the minorities or all marginalized groups marginalized because that's how they stay in power. You divide and conquer. So you need people like me to be irritated at the fact that Asian people are asking for my support because that keeps us divided. And the more that we're divided, the less numbers and the less ammunition we had. Can you really imagine if black people and Asian people came together with their ability to transport shit, our money, fucking oil in Africa? Come on now, we'll take.
I honestly think
we'll crack whip their ass so bad.
I think that's what got MLK killed, actually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Trying to bridge together.
Part of it.
All of these.
I think that was like the final
trying to
straw.
bridge everybody together.
Yeah.
Like
that
you're
point,
bringing
like,
everybody together in this kumbaya fashion. White people don't want that. White people want divide and conquer. They need everybody separate. They need everybody hating each other. They need us taking each other out. They need black people taking out Latinos. They need the drugs. They need the gangs. They need everything so that they can, even though they are the minority, and we know they're the minority now, they still hold the majority for everything in this world. And they need that. So, yes, it would benefit everybody if we came together, because their numbers and our numbers together, their resources and our resources together. But white people would bomb us before they let that shit happen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I know what side of that argument that you're on.
I'm not in for it at all. I'm not for that at all. It's because I want to see initiative from them. We shouldn't be, if you want us to be your allies or your buddies or friends or whatever, you need to put the initiative.
Yeah.
Like, we need to address some things that went on. There's a lot of bad blood between us, even before the white man. Like, if you look back in antiquity, there was anti-black sentiment in the days of Yasuke, the black samurai. They called him darky, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you had anti-black sentiment in Asian society before white people came to power. So
people just don't like us.
Yeah, but so I'm like, address that, then we can talk. What are the tangibles that I'm getting? It's the same thing with reparations, because they'll say, oh, well, we're all oppressed too, we should get reparations. No, motherfucker, this is for a specific incident. So if you're not going to address specific things, but instead try to hit this broad sweeping coalition, when does that work? Jesse Jackson tried to do it. It didn't work. Martin Luther King tried to do it. That shit didn't work. The same hippies that was dancing around, fight the power, they were the ones that turned into right-wing conservatives on Fox News. You know, like, let's be realistic. Can we do business? Yes. Allyship? I'm not buying that. Business? Of course.
Let's just be realistic.
So what would that look like, business instead of allyship, like in practical terms?
You're in my community, Asian man. You, that sounded fucked up.
At least you ain't saying
Asian man.
Yeah. Okay. Mr.
Miyagi.
Don't say Miyagi.
Yeah, you wildin'. Mr. Hong.
I said it, Mr. Miyagi.
No, Mr. Dong.
I said it.
Let's say
Cancel me.
Mr. Dong.
Yes. Mr. Soon, okay. Mr. Soon has set up shop in my community.
We just play it, y'all. Kind of, not really.
If you are in our community and you are doing business and the majority of your customers are black, we should not hear no accusations flying at black women and black men. We should not hear no nigga buy. You hurry up and buy. We shouldn't hear that. We should get a kickback of operating costs because you in our community
Taxes.
and you're not giving nothing to that community you in.
Taxes.
Whereas in a white neighborhood, you would have to give something to the village or the city.
You gotta sponsor somebody's
Something.
T-ball team.
Also have a policy where they have to hire a certain percentage.
There you go.
Yep, go ahead and what was it called? Damn.
Diversity hire.
Diversity hires. I don't remember what it was called. It was like a real name for it.
I know what you're talking about, though. But put the initiative. Like, you know, make the first. You the one that wants the coalition, so make the first step. You don't come to somebody talking about, oh, I want to do business, and then you list off all the demands and you concede nothing. What is this? Like, what are we getting out of this?
Fuck you think this is?
Yeah, this ain't free. You feel me? Like, I do business with white people.
At least they fake it.
What's the what's the cost?
It.
What's the risk? What's all these different stipulations? You feel me? Like we gotta line that shit up. So I think that's one example to speak to your point. You know, like if you in our community, throw some bones.
Pay up.
There's a racket, my nigga. Throw some bones.
Come to a CAPS meeting.
Something. But we don't see that. We just see a bunch of black people. You should do this. Black people, you should do that.
And why does it always have to be us? Like, we're always painted as the savages. We're always painted as the thugs. And we are actually the nicest, most forgiving, most humblest people. Because we have yet to blow this entire nation the fuck up.
Have
yet to blow it the fuck up. Have yet to do it.
We do not condone violence against peoples. But no, I feel you. That's 100%.
Okay.
So we can do stuff, you know, but it's got to be in a certain context.
And I want it in paper. Somebody got to sign it.
Yeah, we got to have
who's gonna check
records
it.
of this shit.
Black people got to check it.
So in summary, what you guys are saying, what you agree on is that it's okay for the black community to not give a fuck about any of the shit that's going on right now.
Yup.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. This is
don't
your
feel bad.
sign from the universe that if you kind of felt bad a little bit and you felt bad for feeling bad about not caring, this your sign from the universe. Don't feel bad, sis.
You don't need to feel bad,
don't
but
feel bad, bro.
You can observe, you can sympathize,
and
you can empathize, but you ain't got to be like, oh, I need to go out there and march.
You ain't got to do shit.
Oh, God.
You got to shake your head and be like, damn, bro, that sucks. Same way they do to us.
And keep it pushing.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
You feel me? Ain't no hard feelings.
Because I bet, corner store cleaners person, I bet your beauty supply, they was boarding their shit up. They weren't coming out to march. They was boarding their shit up.
And then you got to be careful of the allies too, because you got people like Tim Wise that claim to talk about, oh, this is racism and these are the dynamics, and he over here insulting our elders because he doesn't agree with them. Like, who the fuck are you? Just because you speak for Tim Wise, some Irish white dude that did this little race experiment type shit. He worked with Jane Elliott a lot. She's another one. She said some shit about black people that's some bullshit. So, it's like those are fake allies, bruh. Mm-hmm. Like, you going around us talking all this good shit to try to get something from us. Mm-hmm. It's almost like the white woman did this a lot. The Miss Ann type syndrome. Like, oh, Negro, I'm giving you a biscuit so you can be nice to me. And then I can get you to do certain things. I'm manipulating you. It's the long game. See, that's how they play. They learned it from the medieval court systems and the medieval structure, the feudal system, playing the long game, like Game of Thrones.
You always got to play the long game. This is
my pawn right here. I'm going to move him over here. I'm going to give this nigga a biscuit. Yep. So now he's loyal to me. Yep. He'll go and do this job for me, and if he get caught, he's the fall guy.
You got to be a visionary. You got to be able to see past it and see.
Exactly.
And we're not. We're not great visionaries.
And it ain't no hate. It's not hate. It's just business.
Everything is business at the end of the day. Everything is a dollar bill.
I hope I didn't offend too many people with that one. To get pre-canceled, triple canceled.
You don't listen to the Irregular show and not get offended. That's how I feel.
All right. So in summary, between the cheating topic and this genre right now, what we saying?
Get off tangent and get someplace.
But that's kind of what we usually do. So it's like I'm not even shocked. What's the summary on the cheating topic?
Women cheat back. Jesus.
Oof.
Just cheat back. Like, if your man gonna cheat on you and you want to keep that man. Just like he want to keep you. But go cheat on him too. That's my sentiments on that. Damn. Don't be sad. Go to the gym. Go and get you a nice bra. Get you some new underwear. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go get waxed.
French tips.
Go out with your girls. Put your ring. Matter of fact, don't even put your ring up. And go cheat back. And live a very happy life.
What do you have to say to people that argue that men are naturally made to mate with multiple women, but that naturally women aren't meant to be with more than
facts.
one man?
Who said that?
That's pretty popular argument.
I know. I said it before because it's true.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that argument?
It's pretty much that
you're meant to fertilize, and I'm meant to just procreate.
More or less. That's why we have dicks and pussies.
That women are not supposed to be in the streets the same way men are.
I can see that actually, considering the fact that I can only have one baby a year and you can have like 100.
As many as I want.
I can see that.
Because it's based on biology. It's not like to offend women or men. It's just based on biology.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, you can't run from that shit. That's going to be here forever. If your heart is fucked up, you can pray all you want. You can go to as many protests as you want. That bitch going to give out on you when it's time to give out on you. You feel me? So it's based on the Coolidge effect type shit. But that don't mean that dudes can, be free dick Willie out here and just throwing the dick at every chick that walk by. Nah.
Be future.
So, Tone, personally, do you believe in being faithful? Like,
yes, if you go ahead,
as a man, would you be faithful to your woman regardless of how much is being thrown at you, or would you be one of those people that would be potentially having a conversation and saying, "Hey, you know what, I love you, but I want some shit on the side too"?
I'll be if I go into a relationship based on monogamous intentions, I'm going to stick to that to the best of my ability. Okay. If I fumble, we got to work that out together. High five. We got to work that out together.
And you just work it out. That's okay.
What about you?
What?
You asking all the questions.
What's the question?
What do you mean? What's the question? You asked the question.
No, you just said what about you, but you said a bunch of things.
Like, no. The question you asked me.
Oh, like, do I go into a relationship?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely, because I'm just one of those. Listen, I know I don't want to be cheated on. And so for me, it's as simple as that. Just don't do some shit you don't want somebody else to do to you.
Yeah.
Simple.
You know what I'm saying?
If you cheat on me, I'm going to cheat on you.
I'm just, listen, it's like, it's a matter of discipline. Right? And as a human being, I'm not going to lie. There are other parts of my life where I'm not as disciplined as I would like to. Mm-hmm. But it's just other things where I'm just like, especially when it involves somebody else and your feelings and things like that, it's like I got to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not just me. It's me and somebody else. So if I'm in a relationship, yes, I'm going to be faithful. It's me and you. I don't even know if I'm going to be having conversations about being in an open relationship because I'm like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, that's
what the fuck is the point? That we should just be fucking around then, if that's what it is.
Pretty much.
How y'all feel about polygamy then?
So hold on, before we go into that, can we please define polygamy and polygyny, please? Just like to differentiate for the listeners.
I don't know what the second one is.
So you define polygyny, you define polygamy.
I'll let you go ahead.
From my understanding, I think of it in the traditional way of polygamy, where you have a guy or girl, and then you have another partner. You have two other partners. Poly is two, right?
I think poly just means multiple. Yeah. So 2 plus.
2 plus. But you guys are all faithful to each other, but also that you are caring for one another. So I think when people think of polygamy, it's like they think of shower sex and getting a dick sucked by 2 women. And I'm like, no, that may be part of it, but I mean, you have 2 women that if you're a male and you invited this into your life, you have 2 women who you need to take care of. Mm-hmm. You have 2 women that you potentially are providing for in some regards. You are in a relationship with 2 people, so it still has to be equal. It's, if it's not, you're going to have issues on your hands just like you would in a regular relationship. So it's still a committed relationship. It's just a committed relationship with multiple people. So like if one of those people are cheating with somebody else, then you're cheating on your relationship. You can't, that ain't how that work. That ain't how that work. You're in a relationship with multiple people.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Okay. Would you say that that's accurate?
I say, yeah, for the most part. I think more so what she's speaking to is like polyamory. Where it's like, there's a lot of them out there.
How many fucking polys?
It's a lot of polys.
Yeah, okay.
And the more I dive into like sex, like wellness and sex education and like sex positivity, the larger it gets. It gets very interesting.
Yeah. So polygamy is
like the general term that breaks down into polygyny or polyandry. Polyandry is when a woman has multiple husbands or men, and polygyny is when a man has multiple women, but they're both polygamous because it's multiple people in a relationship. Gotcha. But more so what she's talking about is like this modern context of polyamory, and it goes in with gender studies, which I don't agree with gender studies type stuff, but it goes into that more, where you can date whoever you want.
Oh, there's too many.
Yeah, there's a lot of that shit. So I'm for polygyny. There are some societies that do polyandry.
Polygyny is where both the man and the woman.
No, polygyny is where the man has multiple
women.
Polyandry is when the woman has multiple men. Guys. There are some societies like that, but they're mostly in the Far East. There's not too many of them. There's like a handful. in my opinion, doesn't work as well as polygyny. And I'm not saying this like, oh, you know, the patriarchy must rule forever type shit, like men must oppress women. I'm not saying that. It's just how human beings are built biologically. If a man is strong on his leadership and he's actually masculine where he doesn't abuse women, because to abuse a woman, that's not masculine. To take advantage of her just because she's sexy, or, you know, you go grab up these girls and whatnot, that's not masculine. That's weak men mentality. You feel me? Polygyny is a big thing. Like, that is a big deal. It takes finance, time. You got to be able to not play favorites. That takes a certain type of nigga. Most niggas ain't built for that. So when I want multiple, no, you don't. You don't want a dime neither, because you ain't built for that. Get what you, and it goes into what Kevin Samuels. I had my disagreements with that dude, but Kevin said, like, the concept of getting what you can get. Like, what are you worth? You got to be honest with yourself. Like she said, if you're an ugly chick, you gonna have to settle. Like, you gonna have to move a certain way. If your box is fire, then you can, you know, kind of command a higher price for that, because niggas be like, yo, you got that wop.
Turn red and see what damages I could do this year. Maybe I'll live up to my
waste
maximum
niggas'
potential.
lives. Just lay waste to them.
Break some hearts this year. This is interesting. Y'all, I'm on Google. Polyamory, relationship with multiple partners. Solo poly, dating oneself.
What?
Ain't that single?
Yeah, that's just jerking off.
Okay,
yeah,
right? Okay. Swinging. Couples who allow partners to have sex with other couples.
Right.
Monogamish.
Ish.
That's what it says.
Monogamish.
Primarily exclusive relationship. Occasionally includes dating others. Oh, that's me. I think that's me.
Isn't that just
polyfidelity? Closed group, usually including 3 or 4 partners. Relationship anarchy. Relationship with no rules or similarities to traditional monogamy.
what?
That's just too much work.
That's too much shit. Sound like they mean the same shit, just different words.
Yeah, well, get in where you fit in, man. Shit.
It's 2021, man.
You better make sure you ask somebody.
That's it. That's it.
Somebody might have the package, and I ain't talking about UPS. You gonna get with them. And you're like, package delivered to your poly relationship.
This is a lot.
Everybody's passing around the alien worm from from Aliens 2. We're in a poly relationship. We got multiple aliens. I'm infected in the brain with one right now. And you know it. We have fun here.
We do have fun, yeah. And with that, we wrap up another episode of the Irregular Show podcast. We'll catch you guys when we catch you.